Hey, everybody. Welcome to the live stream, y'all. Oh my gosh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Listen, I am Cass Crown, and let's tap into this high level collective reading for divine feminines, anointed chosen ones, and anyone who is blessed to hear this reading because you know it is for you. Now, listen, it is a very beautiful evening for me. I might hear the wind whipping outside, but listen, that ain't nothing but the spirits coming to bless this reading. Tap in, tap in. Let's see what spirit has for us to jump out immediately. We got legacy and we have desires. So a lot of y'all might be desiring to start your own traditions, perhaps, or going back into your ancestral lineage and seeing what has been tapping in with that. Some of you might be craving for a new adventure. Some of y'all might actually be craving to break some generational curses, or maybe even just some old habits. We have Black Cat in reverse, and that's very interesting because the Black Cat coming out, it already talks about like being symbolic, being in disguise, and maybe some of y'all are just not. You don't want to be in disguise anymore. You no longer have a desire to hide who you truly are. This is very interesting because see, when you have a wanting, especially when you have a desire, and it goes with your passion that is burning, it goes through your energy, your eagerness, and you're craving just a new type of outlook in life. This truly taps into a higher level frequency. Some of y'all are looking at starting what I like to call estates. So you're looking to start something that is strong, that can be carried on throughout your entire legacy. So some of y'all might be looking to teach your children something, or maybe your nieces and nephews. Look, we got big Scorpio energy on the board. The number 109 might be important to a lot of you. So I can see anointed chosen ones and divine feminine that you're feeling very ambitious about this desire. You are feeling very much passionate about it. And you know what's interesting? The number 10 is coming to mind as well. So new beginnings, starting over, knowing what you want. So even seeing this with the Black Cat in reverse, it is absolutely apparent right now that you are not allowing anything to stand in your way. That includes somebody might be trying to tell you, divine feminine, anointed chosen one, that what you're doing is not realistic, or they might be trying to make a joke out of it, or maybe even trying to spook you. Good evening, tap in. And you're like, absolutely not. You are stinging them with Scorpio energy. It doesn't matter if Scorpio shows in your chart or not. The fact of the matter is that when you are establishing, when you are establishing a legacy, you got to start stinging some people that might be in the way. Good evening, tap into that. You're also very much cautious about who you're allowing to come back into your energy right now, which makes total sense. And I really love this for you. You know what else is coming in? Because with this Black Cat card in reverse, you know what's real crazy is that you are not only being patient, but you're being more cautious than you have ever been, which means you're not speaking to everybody. You're not giving your dreams to everybody. This Scorpio energy is big time, especially with the 9, especially with the number 1. So we got the number 10 and number 0, infinite energy. This is something you are truly passionate about. So this new Look, you're no longer allowing other people to not only watch you, but good evening, you are not watching anybody else. You have absolutely turned out and said that you are not going to live in anybody's shadow. You are not going to be a victim of being in the comparison monster game. And I really love this for you. A lot of y'all just coming out of some serious spiritual business where a lot of spiritual work has been done. A lot of y'all are just coming out of a spiritual warfare situation where your family might be attacking you, especially with the Black Cat in reverse. So a lot of y'all are absolutely coming out of the shadows and looking and saying, I will no longer be in this gloom. I'm coming out of the darkness. Like, you cannot stop me. I can handle this. No, I'm not watching anybody else. Y'all can't see me. Oh, I love this. This is big time energy coming out. I need you to let go of this resistance. Family, listen to me. Tap in. Divine family. You need to let go of this resistance because you might actually be feeling like you're going against something that you're unlearning. You feel what I'm saying? Like you are unlearning hours, decades, a lot of things that have been beaten into your mind through society, through family members, and even through some of the things you've been scared to tap into simply because the world says you're not supposed to go against the grain. A lot of y'all are actually going against the grain. A lot of y'all are actually being contrary to what the status quo is. A lot of y'all are breaking status quo right now. A lot of people calling y'all defiant. A lot of people saying that y'all non-compliant. You are absolutely correct. No, when you have a desire to build your legacy, when you have a desire to find yourself in a new spiritual energy and you are breaking the mold, you are going not just against family, but you are going against what the status quo demands of you. Yes, you are in an opposition. But you know what else? When you are walking in the path of God, when you are walking in the path of righteousness, what actually ends up happening is there are a lot of people who show you their cognitive dissonance, where you can sit up here and say, I know exactly what this is. I know how to show up. I know what's needed. I know what I desire. I know what I'm craving. I know that I'm walking in the righteous path. And for some reason, anybody that's against you will sit up here and say, oh, well, if you don't go the way that I tell you to go, then bad things are going to happen to you. There's going to be a lot of false prophesizing over you right now. That's also a resistance. People are going to try to get you to fall into a lot of fear. Tap in. People are going to tell you, oh, for every action, there's a reaction, trying to scare you into stepping into a box that you no longer believe in, that you can no longer live in. Tap into that. With this cause and effect, every action has a corresponding reaction. Let me say that again. Every action has a corresponding reaction. So when you are building your legacy, when you are stepping out into your own, when you are learning your true purpose, when you are stepping in the footsteps of God, when you are understanding who you are, when you know your desire, there are going to be people who are in direct opposition to your growth. Tap in. There are going to be people who don't like the fact that you're stepping out of the shadows. There are going to be people who do not like the fact that you are taking it upon yourself to become a better person. Tap in. I'm already seeing it. What else you got for me, Spirit? Oh my God. Look, and correspondence coming right out after cause and effect, as above, so below. Y'all on a whole new frequency. This is whole new frequency for you. I don't know what has I do know what has gotten into you. Divine. What has gotten into you is God energy. Tap in. A lot of y'all are coming into the fact and understanding that your gift, your God-given gift, is your answer to not only get closer to God, but also to get yourself out of sticky situations. That's the thing. When you listen, Divine, when you start to recognize that your God-given talent, when you start to recognize that your purpose is bigger than what you're looking at right now, you start to move different. You feel different. You think differently. The mindset shift is absolutely outrageous. And when you start even speaking a different language, okay, your lexicon becomes elevated. The people around you, they will not understand you. And if they cannot understand you, what do? They demonize you. They tell you don't know what you're talking about. You're going in the wrong direction. You need to watch out. All these warning signs. But the correspondence that you've been having with God has been pointing you in the right direction this whole time. It might have taken a little while for you to get it, but you got it. And look, friendship came out on the slide. Friendship came out on the slide. So what's a lot of friendships, a lot of relationships that's coming in sideways, or you might be looking at sideways, or you might not even be feeling like you need to be with these people anymore. The number 5 definitely comes to mind. So you at a crossroad with certain people. Tap in. I'm totally feel that. We're going to tap into that energy a little bit later. Yes. Look, you're no longer allowing your spirit to be free. And that's the thing. A lot of people, hey, a lot of people will tell you, oh, you're such a free spirit. Listen, I've been called a free spirit. Not even people, and people say, oh, you're a free spirit. That means you wander wherever you go. No, I ain't never been no free spirit, because see, when people call you a free spirit, that's it. They are saying that your energy is up for grabs. No, my spirit has always been with God. Okay, beyond these cards, God is above these cards. Okay, God is above what anybody else has to say. Your spirit is not free. Your spirit is one with God. It belongs to God. And I feel like a lot of y'all friends, a lot of y'all family members might be coming and saying, oh, you just want to be a free spirit. No, you want your spirit to be relieved of having to watch everybody else that don't give a darn about you tap in, tap in, tap in. I love, look, came out big Aquarius energy. I love the fact that friendship came out on a slide, and it's the number 5, the number 3, and the number 2. Those numbers might be really important. I got room 112 over here with Aquarius big energy. So I'm already seeing with you reevaluating your friendships, with you in correspondence with God, with you in correspondence understanding that cause and effect is real, that every action has a corresponding reaction, and nothing happens by chance or coincidence. Big Aquarius energy came in and said, not only is that absolutely correct, I'm gonna tell you to go ahead on and do it, and you're going to do it in a way that people are going to see you as a higher energy, higher level intellectual. You are unconventional. They don't even know how you got here. They gonna ask what got into you. How are you doing this? What's the word on the curve? They want to know. They want to know. And this Aquarius energy is so beautiful. It's almost like you eccentric. You are eccentric to these people. Your friends, your family, they have no idea, and they can't have any idea, because this is a new level for you. Tap in. God, what else do you have to say? What else do you have to say? This is big movement from divine. This is big movement from divine feminine, from the anointed chosen one. I'm already feeling like there's a lot of big divine masculine energy coming through here. Look, emotional healing popped out on the board. That's what I'm saying. When you establishing a new legacy, you don't go into legacy building with bad energy. You don't go into legacy building with broken healing energy, with broken emotions. You don't do that. You can still understand that things trigger you. You can understand that there might be moments where you are feeling deeply about something, but when it comes to emotional healing, oh, this is big time comforting energy. You feel uplifted. You feel like you feel restorative. And that's something that I feel like when I saw legacy, I immediately went to ancestral energy, but it's bigger than that, because see, your ancestors, they leave the crumbs, they leave a part of the blueprint for you. It is up to you to take what your ancestors have given you and build upon that. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. And when you have emotional healing, I'm feeling like this is big cancer energy. Okay, the number 11 again, number 11 coming out. That's really important. New beginnings. We're starting from step 1, but understanding that step 1 is not the only thing that's going on here. When I say step 1, I mean step 1 of this new chapter, of this new journey. Not that you're just starting at step 1 with absolutely nothing. When you have your ancestral understanding, when you have your ancestral legacy here, your ancestors are literally telling you like, hey, we gave you what you need up until this point. It is up to you to heal the rest of the way. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. And I keep looking at this friendship card right here that's gangster leaning to the side. Man, we're going to break down who this friend is or who this family member is that don't even want you to leave, to heal. I ain't never look at one of my friends that's going on a healing journey and like, nah, this ain't for you. So somebody over here is a hating hoe in the back, and we got to address it, okay? I'm telling you. And this is what's being hidden. Because when you focusing on you, when you taking what God has given you to say, carry on this particular legacy, when you live in your God energy, when you understand your purpose, it's going to be a lot of people that are, hey, love. It's going to be a lot of people that's in the back chats that's typing up about you doing things different. Oh, you think you better than everybody. Oh, you think you gonna go above and beyond everybody. Oh, you bougie. Oh, you think you this. Oh, you think you that. Tap in. And meanwhile, you just over here trying to make sure that not only is your lineage, your ancestral lineage healed, but you try to make sure the people that come after you, that walk in your footsteps, don't have to deal with the brokenness. Oh, tap in. You making sure that the people that come after you, your nieces, your nephews, your children, okay, the people at your friends' kids, okay, any generation after you, the people you meet along the way, that they don't have to go back and fix the broken pieces. It is with you today. Tap in. That's the new legacy. Yeah, we could talk about generational wealth when it comes to money, but what about generational wealth when it comes to emotional healing? What about generational wealth when it comes to a sane mind? What about generational wealth that is out of poverty? Tap in. That's the generational wealth that you're talking about. And that's why I feel like when Black Cat came out in reverse with shadows underneath, saying, okay, no longer are we going to believe in any superstition that led to this downfall or led to stagnation. Not downfall, stagnation. Thank you, God, for that clarity. Listen, you have said this is not going to be it anymore. Tap in and tap that like button if you like. Ooh, look, addiction came out to the side. Okay, so we got a lot of sideways movement here. I feel like this can go two ways. A lot of y'all right now are straight up and down saying, I'm going to quit everything that does not serve me cold turkey, whether it is smoking, whether it is drinking, whether it is you participating in activities with friends, with family, whether it's on your phone all the time, whether you don't have a structure or have a routine, whether you're looking for a new ritual, whether you're trying to get back into church or your synagogue or your prayers, whatever it is, you are saying, I'm going to break the addiction that causes cause and effect, right? That causes me to not live up to my full potential. But it's some friends and some family right here. I don't even like all this energy up in this area right here that's telling you, oh no, you don't have to let go of your addictions. You don't have to let go of anything that does not serve you. You can stay here and you can serve God at the same time. Like, girl, what? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. Oh my goodness. Woo, keep on coming out. What you got for me? Look. Oh my goodness. What I just say. It is some straight up trash energy over here. This is like Trojan horse energy. It's a big fat no. It's a big fat no. The number 68 might mean something to somebody right now. August 6th. What's that? June 6th. This is somebody who is trying to get into an entry point, a unauthorized spiritual energy. Look, this addiction might be unauthorized. Somebody might be trying to present you with some information or trying to present you with the activity that's going to get you caught up. I don't even like this. A Trojan horse? Oh, no. Well, look. And let me tell you, as soon as you feel it, tap in. Hey, love. As soon as you feel it, I'm telling you, your discernment is going to be sky high. Your intuition is going to be sky high. Listen to me. Tap in. As you go on this journey of establishing your new legacy for your lineage, for your family, for your friends, for your bloodline. When you start correcting some ish in the spiritual realm and you start correcting ish right here in the 3D, what's going to end up happening is when you start running into people who don't like that, who want to interrupt you, you're going to start to feel defensive. You're going to start asking questions. Well, why exactly am I feeling this way when I'm around this person? Why do I keep feeling like I have to fight this person or these people every time I come around them? What exactly is going on? What's going on is your discernment is so sky high. Your discernment is so in tune that you can't help but to be like, okay, let me armor up with the armor of God right now, because I feel like there's some spiritual warfare happening here. I feel like I'm in the y'all put a 1 in the chat if you've ever been in real time in the presence of someone who got ill spiritual intentions towards you. Tap in. I know I'm not the only one. where you feel like you gotta absolutely, like in the moment, be like, whoa, hold up. It's something going on with you. I don't even like it. Most times, look, I'm testimony. Sometimes you can get out of that situation, but for a lot of chosen ones, for a lot of divine ones, divine feminine, divine masculine, a lot of times you got to deal with that energy right then and there. What they fail to understand is that you ain't no punk bitch. Tap in. See, they automatically think that you ain't no goon for God. They automatically think that you ain't gonna be out here thugging for God. Like, well, listen, what they say? If God is with me, who can what? And I want you to understand that you don't have to engage in negativity. You don't have to do anything. But sometimes these negative friends that's coming in on a slick, on the slide, who think that they're going to be able to get you to go against your God-given purpose. Oh, sometimes they're going to test you and you have to let them know, honey, I'm not the one, I'm not the three, I'm not the four, I'm not the five. Okay, check it. Okay, I'm not the one or the two. Okay. Tap in. Okay. I just want to make sure some of the fingers are up. Okay. So yes, when you start to feel defensive, 11:11, when you start to feel defensive, mother, what you laughing at? Because this is real. When you start to feel defensive in real time, while you on this journey of establishing a whole new spiritual legacy, when you out here emotionally healing, we ain't talking about no Marvin Gaye actual healing. We are talking about do you understand how deep emotional healing is? That is multiple spiritual realms deep. Tap in. There's a lot of work that go into that. Look, dancing at the bottom. Oh my gosh, effortless, energizing. I'm trying to tell you, this is so next level. Oh my gosh. I had no idea that when I was opening up this reading that we were going to talk about something as deep as legacy building. Something as beautiful as emotional healing. Look, root chakra, big Virgo energy, analytical. Oh my gosh, responsible and reliable with your root chakra. That means you are planted 10 toes down. There's nothing moving you during this time. Tap in. Oh my gosh. Whew. My goodness, y'all. This is next level, y'all. I'm just burst out in flames right now. Oh my gosh. Listen. When we got big Virgo energy on the board, the number 5, October 5th might be important. This is Virgo energy. And then we got the root chakra right here. So not only are we talking about standing 10 toes down in this journey, that means that you have made a declaration. Hey, Joe, you have made a declaration to God. That means you pinky swore to God that you will not go from this planet, that you will not go from ashes to ashes, dust to dust, without making sure that your next generation would have to deal with what you have to deal with the pain, with feeling defeated. You're going to give them an opportunity to survive. That's one of the greatest things you can do for the next generation. Tap into that. Oh my God, big Virgo energy on the board. We're talking about precision conversation. Oh my gosh, everybody coming out the woodwork from the past trying to listen, and they will come out of the wood. They straight Trojan horses, girl. Unauthorized, manipulative, hidden. They are worms. They are worms. Tap in. Listen, we are not playing. If you are a moderator, you see somebody in the chat acting the plum fool, don't just time them out. Block them. Block them. This is a safe space, okay? Look, we talking about, oh my gosh, I was not even ready for this. Look, my car is inside up, upside down. Look, determination with the B. So you are completely changing your environment. Hey, completely changing your environment. This is a destiny for you. And I feel like this clarity is so big. With determination, you've overcome the grit that you put in through this willpower. You rising up like the phoenix. Oh, listen, It literally says Phoenix on the sun card with the beach card. So I'm already feeling like not only is it a renewal, not only is this an event, okay, but I'm also, but with this Phoenix, imagine rising out of the dust. Imagine rising out. Yes, yes. Mucho calientes. Imagine coming out of the sand, of the beach, of the water on fire like a phoenix. Tap in. They always show the phoenix coming out of off the ground. No, you coming out of the water. This double time. Oh my gosh! Look, pride in reverse. You're not coming from at this from an ego perspective. You are coming at this from a God perspective. You understand what was put in your heart. You understand the messages that was coming to you, and you took it on. I'm telling you, this is a promise you made with God. Tap in. Some of y'all might have been praying for this for a long time. Some of y'all might have missed your opportunities because you was worried about that person, this person, what your mom was going to say, what your cousin was going to say. Some of y'all actually missed an opportunity. Y'all missed an opportunity, not the opportunity. Tap into that. Some of y'all actually missed the opportunity. Y'all look back talking about, oh my gosh, I can't believe I let that opportunity go. And as soon as y'all took a moment to take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out, and said, okay, God, I am your muse. I am a blank canvas. Use me. Boom. God was like, all right, here you go. Here go the opportunity you was looking for. Tap into that. My gosh. Can we go way back, please? Can we go way back, please? Y'all know I put a lesson in everything. Who type of one in the chat if you remember Cat Williams' infamous interview on Club Shay Shay. Type of one in the chat because we're gonna go way back. If y'all remember, in that interview, a lot of people talked about the sensationalism. A lot of people talked about him, you know, with what's his name, Potato Head, and people stealing his jokes and all that stuff. Right, that was a sensationalized part. But it was a number of moments. But this one moment, since we talking about using me as a canvas, thank you. There was this one moment in the interview. Go back and check it out where Cat Williams was talking about him being homeless. And where Cat Williams was talking about he needed money. He had a child on the way. He was just in a very interesting predicament. And he asked God, he prayed to God. This is what he said. He said, God, if you don't give me an opportunity, I'm going to be a crash test dummy out here. Tap in. Type 2 in the chat if you remember him saying, Cat Williams saying, God, if you do not give me an opportunity, I'm going to be a crash test dummy out here. What he was saying was essentially, if I cannot get my purpose, if I cannot find my purpose, if I cannot use my gifts that I know that I have to feed the people laughter, to feed the people love, if I cannot do that, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. And what ended up happening? Tap in. Oh my gosh. Tap in. This message is coming through channel. What ended up happening for Cat Williams, girl? What happened to him? He went on one of the biggest tours in comedy history. He went on not the Kings of Comedy tour, not all this DL Hughley with his fake self tour. He went on a Jeff Foxworthy tour. Now, listen, y'all, I might be breaking this down just a little bit, but I want you to ride with me, okay? Some of y'all might be too young to understand this, but Jeff Foxworthy had a comedy tour called the Blue Comedy Tour. It was the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. Tap in. We talking about racks on racks on racks, stacks on stacks on stacks. We talking about, this is one of the biggest comedy tours in the world. It was 4 of them, right? Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Ingram, the guy with the drink, and Here's Your Sign. No, not Here's Your Sign, the Larry the Cable Guy. Tap in. Woo, guys, thank you for that memory. We talking about Cat Williams went in front of audiences that many of the Black comedians could have never, ever gone in front of. God gave him such an amazing opportunity to not only sharpen his skills, but to be able to speak to anybody, anywhere, no matter what the situation was. Tap in. So when I'm telling you that you rising up like a phoenix, that you understand what your God-given purpose is, that you are revolving, you are evolving, you are driven. This is perseverance. Like when I say this is next level, this is next level. You pray for this. When I say you pray for this, I'm talking about God said, all right, let all of that stuff go. And I'm going to give you the biggest opportunity ever. And I know some of y'all been in the chat crying, praying, begging, pleading. God, please give me this opportunity. Please give me this opportunity so I can show you that I can walk in your purpose. Some of y'all might not even have realized in this moment that this is where you are. Tap in. Oh my goodness. Woo wee! Somebody in the chat said, woo! Listen. God, please just give me a few more messages before we tap into another deck. Oh my goodness. Man, it's been flying out for y'all. Look, silhouette and enthusiasm. Y'all gonna be moving. Y'all, it's gonna come so fast. It's gonna come so fast. I just need you to tap in and understand. Y'all, this about to come so fast, okay? That you're not even you're gonna see the remember them cartoons when like Bugs Bunny would run real fast and you would just see the smoke behind them. I feel like that's what's about to happen to y'all. Again, the number 10 coming out 6/4/4/6. So April 6th might be coming up for a lot of y'all. That could be somebody's birthday. I'm feeling like that's a birthday. I feel like that's an honoring day for a lot of you for some reason. I feel like, especially with us being in spring, April is going to be the month where you really hone it in, where you truly go into your prayers, you go into your meditation. I feel like a lot of y'all are going to start going out into nature. Some of y'all, because your allergies might be messing up a little bit, take a Zyrtex, okay? But I also see enthusiasm. So a lot of vivacity, a lot of animation. You're going to start coming alive even more. I can see you taking opportunities for yourself, chances for yourself. A lot of y'all even like feel like and seeing and hearing some of y'all thinking about doing public speaking engagements. Tap into that. Oh, I like this. Public speaking engagements, or maybe like doing a workshop somewhere. Interesting, or maybe even attending a workshop. Look, big Capricorn energy on the board, number 106, October 6th for a lot of you, maybe June 10th, maybe June 1st for a lot of you. Ambition, discipline, reserve. Oh, this patience keep coming out. Tap in. Hey. Ooh, what you got to say? Hollywood swinging. My goodness, God. Ooh. Now listen. We ain't forgotten about this friend over here. We have not forgotten about this slick friendship that's happening over here that got so much to say. So let's kind of like pull them out a little bit so we can understand what's happening in their spiritual realm and that spiritual energy and go there. Look, King of Pentacles in reverse. So they are already salty. They are already salty. King of Pentacles in reverse, which means they don't have a handle on anything, which means they might be trying to copy you. They might be trying to I feel like copying is a really good mimic you, perhaps, or maybe even make fun of you. I feel like there's what's the word I'm looking for? When you got somebody that's oh man, I feel like there's a lot of talking in the back. There's a lot of slicing and dicing of words, trying to make you out to be the enemy. Tap in. Oh my God, look, somebody is trying to plot on your dreams. This friend is no good, rotten scoundrel. Tap into that. Tap in. Look, page of books. Not only are they trying to tap in on your dreams, or not only are they trying to ruin your dreams and I feel like there's some confusion. Somebody's plotting to confuse you. Somebody's trying to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about, or making it seem like your belief in God. I feel like a lot of y'all have tapped back in to your spiritual text, and you got people that's coming at you saying, that your spiritual text isn't real, that you don't know how to read it. It's a false religion, or it's a false belief. And you're just looking at this person like, wait a minute, you ain't never had this smoke for me before. And no, they haven't had this smoke for you before. They are ready to light your whole dreams. They are ready to light everything that you work for on fire by confusion and by trying to plant self-doubt in you. Tap in, but it's not going to happen. Look, straight up, Night of Books. So we got a lot. I'm telling you, with the book showing up like this is knowledge. This is knowledge. And the fact that this is real dark energy, look at him. Even behind him is a ghostly figure. So we got some friends that's really what I call them sneaky links. Okay? They sneaky links for the devil. They sneaky links for dark energy. And because you have decided to study a bit harder, to put your faith to work a bit harder. Look, and how many times is shame and decay gonna pop out of all these cards? These people are absolutely shameful. They are disgusting. They are definitely trying to gaslight you, lie to you, try to make it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. Let me tell you something. What does the book say? Okay. What does it say? Because I know a lot of y'all turn to a particular sacred text in here, okay? It says seek knowledge in that sacred text. It don't say go out here, go to there, listen to that person. No, it says you look for the answers yourself in the sacred text. And I feel like a lot of people in your corner are saying that your sacred text is not real, that is false, that is fake. And that you don't have no business doing that. And no, with this shame and decay, oh my gosh. Oh my God. And that goes back to the black cat that was hidden. That goes back to you building a legacy. These are the raggedy ancestors that are attached to your slick friends. Your slick friends, remember, that came out on the sideline, who are addicted to their addictions. Okay? It's a song out there that says, I just dropped in to see the condition my condition is in. Okay, that's these folks. They don't care about healing. They don't care about working it out. They don't care about making it make sense. What they care about is the addiction and having you get to their addiction. And they slide with it. They slick with it. With the Trojan. Trojan is just a straight no. Listen, tap in, Mona, tap in. And as soon as you clock it, as soon as you feel it, as soon as it's all up in this area, you're going to be like, whoa, I'm too defensive. I'm feeling it. Oh, divine. Ooh, divine feminine, divine chosen ones, divine masculine, anointed chosen ones. This next journey of yours, this next level of yours, you are unstoppable. This next level of yours, you are reaching heights that you didn't even think you could achieve. And guess what? They know it. This friend, this family member, they know that you reaching heights that you've never seen before. They're going to get left in the dark. They're going to get left in the dust. But that's not your fault. You cannot save everybody, and everybody don't want to be saved. Some people like to wallow in misery. That's why they say misery loves company. It just ain't going to be your company. Okay? You can try to go back there if you want to, and God going, when I say God going to drop kick you in the forehead, you can try to go back to that bull crap if you want to. It's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you. Oh my goodness. And I'm telling you, they are straight plotting on your dream. I'm feeling like, even with this Trojan, can I take a sip of water, y'all, real quick? Even with this Trojan, I'm looking back at this Trojan right here. I want y'all to type a 1 in the chat. If y'all feel like there's somebody in your circle right now who is trying to convince you to go a different route, not out of love, not out of concern, but out of fear that they will be left behind. And then type a 1 in the chat or 2 in the chat if you feel like you've had multiple conversations with this person and they keep trying to come at you with different angles of the devil to convince you that you're wrong. Tap in. I feel like a lot of y'all have absolutely been in that situation. See what I'm saying? Testify. All I need is a person to testify. That's it. Keep on trying. They spying on you. I'm telling you, I don't leave this card coming up. I don't like this. I don't like this. Because why you sitting back watching me do what I do and you got the same amount of time on the board that I do and you don't want to go for your own dreams unless your dream is to infiltrate my dreams and take me off of my course. And see, when you got a jealous friend, when you got jealous family members, they go for the anointed ones. They can't help it. It's like a demon DNA implanted into them. Where as soon as you like, boom, I'm gonna do my thing today. Here they go. Okay, getting a lock up on you. Okay. And then when you end up rebuking them, they got a problem with it. Tap in. Girl, I don't like this person. Off the chain. Look, King of Books in reverse. Now, what are the odds that all the other cards came out fine, but the two kings, the people that's supposed to be experts in the field, King of Pentacles and King of Books, are in reverse, which means they have no grip on reality, which means they have no ability to touch you. They will attempt to, but they cannot touch you. They do not understand how far your knowledge has gone. Not just the knowledge you read in books, but your spiritual knowledge. Your spiritual technology, what's in your heart, what you've experienced, how you transmute your pain. They want to know how to dig into that, but they can't. Why? Because we done gone through the emotional healing. Emotional healing shows up not just in your emotions and your feelings all over the place, but it comes up to you physically. How many of y'all type of 1 in the chat? If y'all have gone back in time, a smell, a touch, the name of a person, a situation, a bright sunny day, a rainy day, whatever the case may be, has taken you back to a situation where you literally living in it at that moment. Situation ain't happening in a year. Situation ain't happening in 10 years, but you go right back to that moment. You could damn near taste the moment. Emotional healing can show up as PTSD for real, for real. And when you got people who try to trigger you to go back to those moments, they expect you to not be able to deal with that. Tap in. The testimonies coming through. They expect you to not be able to deal with that moment. They expect you to be able to go back and completely lose your shit. That's what they think. That you won't go there. And oh, what a beautiful feeling to be able to laugh and be like, you could never trigger me to go back there and relapse. I went through too much. Emotional healing don't just deal with the emotions. It actually deals with the physical response of those emotions. It actually deals with the mindset of those emotions. It deals with all the trauma that you had to go through in order to even get to the point of saying, all right, I'm healing. I know a lot of y'all right now be like, listen, if you only knew the old me, tap in. How many of y'all done went to that line? Okay, listen. Okay, you lucky I'm not the old me, because the old me would have just, okay, the old me would have been like, the old me would have just, okay, you lucky, boo. Tap in. What you say, boo? Oh my gosh, listen, if you don't know how to tell your mom, you want to just face it. It's a natural part of life. You know what's the craziest part about all that? Now, listen, the women can testify for me is that you want to deal with it until you don't have to deal with it. And then when you don't have to deal with it, it becomes worse. Tap in. Okay? Oh my goodness. I don't like none of this energy over here. I usually never do. But this sneaky friendship, it don't feel good. With the addiction in there, it does not feel. Friendship, addiction, and Trojan. This sneakiness. That's the part you don't like. Why you gotta be sneaky with it? Why you gotta lie about it? I don't like that. It's hidden. And this literally says infiltrate and bypass and being rude. So we already know. We already know within the resistance, as you go about this, your friends, your family, they're going to come at you in a very rude manner. Tap in. Oh my gosh, look, the void. The void been coming up this whole week. Void coming out with science in reverse. So now they just making it up. Whatever's lie, story, they got to make it up. Two kings in reverse. So I wouldn't even be surprised if some of the people that's coming at you, that's telling you you don't know what you're talking about, or people that call themselves authority figures in your life. They the aunts. They the aunties. They a family friend's mama. Somebody that you know for. This could even be a friend's mom or dad. Because they'll do that to you because they think they know you. Meanwhile, their life is in shambles. Meanwhile, they over here, listen, they over here with pipes and a Bible in their hand. Okay? Crying from unhealed trauma, trying to tell you what you should be doing. Tap in. Oh my goodness, look, and what I just say, sins of the ancestors. I'm telling you, this legacy building is wiping all this away. We are actually, this sins of the ancestor card, man, we listen, get out of here. Yeah, I declare and decree, you have no power over me. The sins of the ancestors going to do what? Now, when you building a legacy, now when you have a desire to eradicate all that nastiness, all this wrongdoing. And let me tell you something, it ain't just your bloodline ancestors. Again, sneaky link energy, like I talked about in the last live stream. The sneaky link energy can come through your friendships and through their parents, their friends, their cousins. Looking at you like you got 15 heads. Why y'all looking at me like that? I'm the one that's thinking straight. They are the ones that are off kilter. They're the ones that see the world like this. They're the ones that don't understand that you do have the power to change your environment. But first, you got to give it to God. Tap in. First, you literally got to give it to God. And these people be scared to give it to God. They scared to go to the altar. They scared to go to the feet, the golden feet. They scared to kiss the feet of the king, of the queen. They scared to kiss the feet and say, I repent. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Take this demon off of me. They can't even do that for themselves. What make you think they're going to be able to do it for you? What make you think they're going to show up in righteousness for you? Tap in. See what I'm saying? Tap in. Lord, you be tapped in, girl. You tap in. I'm trying to tell you, I don't like none of this false energy. Look, 3 of books. The 3 of books that came out. This burning book. Let me tell you something. These people so wicked. And that's how you know. That's how you know this path is God-given. That's how you know this new path is sealed with the anointing of God. That's how you know you're about to just slice it and dice it up on the spiritual field, because they can't even read the knowledge. They don't even have access to the knowledge. When they touch the understanding, when they think they have an understanding, it burns to the ground. They are not worthy of it. Tap in. They are not worthy of what you've been through. They're not worthy to speak on your name. They're not worthy to touch you. They're not worthy to be in the same room as you. They cannot do it. That's why they over here plotting and scheming and dreaming and hoping and wishing that they could get a piece of your downfall. Who downfall? Not my downfall. You covered by God. Tap in. Let somebody else say something. You even speak my name in the spiritual realm and watch what's going to happen to you. That's why you under the sins of your ancestor. That's why you could never. That's why y'all stuck in the same house. That's why your house, what you call a church, will never ever survive. Never ever. What's the song? Get on my level. Get on my level. They can't. They can't. I'm telling you this not to be scared. You don't got to be scared of these people. I want you to be prepared. I want you to understand that when you walk into your anointed purpose, when you walk into this, remember, this is a part of your journey. This is not the whole story. This is a part of your journey, a part of many paths that you are taking right here, right now. It's going to change in 6 months. It's going to change in 6 years. It's going to change in 60 years. God willing, you still on this planet. Your divine purpose, it goes in different directions. And they think they plotting against you to do what? Take you off of this one point? You could never. You can freaking never tap in. Let me just pull one. Oh, I'm about to say pull one, and how many came out? Look, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Torches, and the Four of Beakers. So we already talking about low vibrational energy. Tap in. They are looking up at you. They got the light shining to you, trying to figure out, okay, which way they going. They got the light up to heaven from hell. They got the light up to heaven from hell, but still doing demonic-ish to you. What are you talking about? Trying to inhale your essence? Trying to grow, trying to make another you? That's what Nikki said. They in the factory trying to make another me. They're trying to make another you. They're trying to replicate the process. Not understanding that the process came from your blood, your sweat, your tears. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. Man-made light. Tap in. I want to just be tapped in. Look. They so frustrated they had to get up. They so frustrated they couldn't even watch what happens. Oh my goodness. And all it is straight up corruption. They have been corrupted. And the thing is that they don't think they corrupted. They think they working for the right energy. That's what I want to say. They think they in the right. They think they righteous. They think because, let me tell you something. They think because they drive a little Benz. They think because they have a little house that makes them better than you. Because they get $300 a month food stamps and they can eat ribs. They think they're better than you. Look, they're full of corruption. They eating poison. They're feeding their minds with poison. It ain't nothing but dark energy with these people. And they think they're going to stop the anointed and they're going to stop you. Where? How? They could never. Ace of books. You done locked it up. That's why they try. Listen, you done locked it up so well. They literally try to burn the book open. Not understanding that the knowledge that you've been given is a divine download. It's a divine drop. That's why Drake said, drop. And then Kendrick came and bust him upside the forehead with euphoria. Now look where we at. You asked me to drop. I dropped. God gave me the talent. God gave me the gift. I dropped. Now the superpower is getting neutralized. We can only sit in silence. Tap in. Oh my goodness. Woo-wee. What else? You know what? We're going to just let this negative energy with this addiction, the addiction that they have is you. The addiction that they keep falling into is you. They are literally addicted to watching you win. and trying to find a way to plot against you, they're going to look dumb in the end anyway. Look, Eight of Swords. Why? Because you know how to get yourself out of situations, not just out of situations. It's the mindset. Is that you refuse to be a victim. Is that you understand that while the world gave you a whole lot of hoops to jump through, while the devil might have had you caught up in some spiritual warfare here and there and everywhere, that you was able to get yourself out. You was able to free yourself. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Look, through shadow work, through temperance, through balance, through understanding. Oh my goodness. Go ahead and free yourself. I'm trying to tell you, look, the Four of Swords. A lot of y'all, listen, tap in, divine. A lot of y'all really didn't even know how much of a healing journey y'all was about to roll through until you woke up one day and realized that your life is not the same. You don't feel the same. You ain't looking at the world the same. You everything is different for you. Everything is it feels like a renewal for you. Meanwhile, this whole time you've been working on it bit by bit. Them small steps got you big results. Tap in. And I love the Four of Swords came out because it's representative of all the times where you took two steps forward only to have to lean 5 steps back. You felt like you was defeated. You said, all right, let me recollect myself. Sometimes recollecting yourself looks like a week, 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 10 weeks. Sometimes recollecting yourself takes a little while. And when you come back harder, stronger. What LL say? Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Mama said knock you out. Who? Okay. New perspective on life. Tap in. I love when the chat. Listen, tap in. This is why it's a collective reading. I can only speak life into you so much. It's your testimony too. Tap in. Oh my gosh. Well, now what, God? What you got to say to me now? High priest, girl. I'll be so happy when the high priestess come out, y'all. I'll be ready to be high five the high priestess. Hey, girl. The high priestess is just such regal energy. The high priestess is telling you legacy. The high priestess is telling you you have reached this next level, and you didn't even, sometimes you don't even know it. Sometimes you are thrusted into this new perspective, this new understanding, this new way of life. Sometimes you just go boom, you like, whoa. Wow. The sun shine on me. Shine on me, right? Shining your light from heaven. Shine on me. I feel like, woo, 501. I've had this deck for a long time. I don't think I've ever pulled the 5 of Wands. Oh no, girl, I almost cussed. God forgive me, okay? I almost cussed. Look at this 5 of Wands. There's no more discussion. There's no more discussion. This path has been anointed. Tap in. When I said this is the new ancestral building, you are building your new legacy. Let me take the ancestors approves. God approves. My goodness. This is some next level. And we just pulled the high priestess with the 5 of Wands that said, girl, Glorilla who? This is Glorilla. This is Glow. Yeah, Glow. You better listen. Whatever, divine. Listen to me, anointed ones. Listen to me, divine feminine, divine masculine. This journey that you have been going on, where you are demanding your inheritance, your spiritual inheritance, when you are demanding empowerment, your endowment, when you are demanding your rightful estate, when you are demanding a clear path, a new understanding, a safe passageway for you and those that come after you, so they don't have to do the work that you didn't do or the people before you didn't do or could not do. Listen to me. You go. You go. Yes, you're going to have people ready to take advantage of you. Yes, we going. Okay, I got a homegirl. She's a Marine veteran. Okay, and she itty bitty. I mean, she got to be 5'2". Okay, got to she's small. Her rifle bigger than her. She used to. I met her in Afghanistan. She used to walk around with the rifle bigger than her. And when somebody had something slick to say to her, okay, whether they was Iraqi, whether whatever it was, okay, it didn't matter. No, we was in Iraq together. That's why I'm like, okay, we was in Iraq. It didn't matter. She'd be like, because she knew, and she bet one of the best shots in the world. She knew you crossed me, you tried me. Because you think I don't have the power to defend myself, you will be sadly mistaken. Tap in. Tap in. Years later, we end up going to the same graduate school together, y'all, at USC, girl. I'm trying to tell you. Okay? That's what it is. They think. They think because you soft-spoken. They think because you're not loud in this moment. They think because you're not out there cracking bottles and popping, what they call popping bottles, not cracking bottles, girl, what? Because you ain't out there popping bottles. You ain't out there spending all your money. You're not showboating. They think that you weak. They think you ain't got it. They think that you just out here playing. They think you broken. They think you are broke. Girl, not never. Not never. Your pathway has been lit by the divine. Your heart is one way, one direction, not the group either. Oh my gosh. Woo-wee, this Five of Wands is on fire. This is how you know you are led by God. This is how you know you led by God. This is how you know it has shifted. This is how this. A lot of y'all have gone through the Great Awakening. My God. A lot of y'all are going through, or have gone through the Great Awakening. Everybody Great Awakening ain't the same. Tap in. But it is always God-led. It's always God-purposed. It's always to seek a higher knowledge, a higher understanding. It is always to strengthen that bond with God. And I feel like a lot of y'all right now are going through this awakening. Oh my God, tap in. A lot of y'all have crossed this portal, have crossed this threshold of understanding, of power. You are no longer scared to look at the world different. You know, can I share something with y'all? Put one in the chat if I can share something with y'all. I went to this event at church, at a church, wasn't my church. And it was very, very interesting to me, y'all, because I'm trying to think how I should put this. Okay. So there's a lot of performance that happens within a church setting, right? Where people act out what they believe catching the Holy Spirit looks like, where people act out what they believe a blessing should look like. But when I think about the path that Jesus went down, whether you're a Christian or not, this is take the message. Jesus was not a performative believer. He performed miracles, yes, but to showcase that there is only one way to the light. He did not hoop and holler down the aisle. Like his definition of church was much different than what I was experiencing the other day. And I feel like there's a lot of people, especially with this king of books and king of pentacles in reverse, there's a lot of people who go on showboat, who going to make you try to believe that they on the right path, that they are the anointed, that they are the chosen. But Jesus was very, to lead a life with Jesus is to lead a lonely life, because you're just different. You're just different. The purpose is different. It does not require you to do backflips down the aisle. I mean that in every sense of the word, y'all. I ain't lying and I ain't flying. It do not require you to run up and high five the preacher. Y'all, I ain't lying and I ain't flying. Y'all should have seen my face. I was like, what is this? What is this? And I feel like a lot of y'all are starting to look at the world like, what is this? This is not how it's supposed to go. Y'all fake. You a fan, a phony, a fake, a stand. But you not living in your aligned purpose. Y'all listen. I was embarrassed. Okay. I was embarrassed, y'all. And I wasn't even doing it. I was literally sitting there like, God, what's this? What's happening? What shall I do? My goodness. And I just kept thinking, like, when you follow this path, it's going to get lonely. It's going to get quiet. It might even get a little scary for you because you might not be used to just this level of solitude. But when you bloom, when you're doing the work, not just the inner work for you, but the inner work for the next level, it's supposed to get dead quiet. You're supposed to go to the mountaintop and pray. You're supposed to get so deep into your conversations with God that you can't even hear the outside world. That's what it's supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be out here doing the most, high-fiving, showing up in an all pink pimp suit to church. I said it. Ain't supposed to be all that. That's another reason why this king, both of these kings of pentacles and the king of books. So we talking about what's happening in the real world, or what's happening as above, so below with your knowledge. That's why they want you to come out and tell the world what you know. They want to know what you know, but you can't. You operating in silence. You moving in silence. You pray in your chambers. Huh? And I feel like this next movement for you, you might feel like, okay, is everybody against me? Is everybody not for me right now? The answer might absolutely be yes. Don't be scared of that. You got to get them out the way. You got to move these people out the way. You got to let them know that just because you think I'm not moving a certain way, don't ever believe that I'm a punk. I'm a goon for God. I'm going to show up when I need to, but right now it is this is operation next level, and you can't come. On the other side, you will see the people that's been rooting for you. On the other side, you understand that there are going to be people who are happy that you made it through. They're going to bring you gifts of love. They're going to tap in and make sure you're okay. But for a text message say, hey girl, tap in, you all right? Why? Because anointed ones recognize the journey. They understand the solitude. These folks, oh no. When they get quiet, they get scared. When they get quiet, they cause the chaos. When they get quiet, they want to disturb the peace. When they get quiet, they want to hurt people just to make a ruckus. When they get quiet, they want to burn the books. Oh no. And that's not how we operate. Look, devil in reverse. Didn't I just say they want you to be addicted? You can't. You can't touch me. Literally rebuking the devil, the devils. Oh my gosh. Now listen, y'all. I was not, y'all. Do y'all know I have no idea what's gonna come out when I turn on this camera? Before I get on this camera, I just take a deep breath. I say, God, whatever the message is, channel it through me and let the cards just decipher, help me make sense of it all. It's on my heart, it's on my mind, it's on my spirit. The cards help me make sense of it all, so that it comes out to you and to make it make sense, so it don't come out as a big jumbled mess, because I be excited. But y'all, this journey is real for a lot of you. A lot of y'all smack dab in the middle of this journey. A lot of y'all just got done crying before you turned on this live stream. I never know what's going to be said. I just know it's going to move somebody somewhere. Whether it's confirming or whether I'm just pulling up a veil for you. I never know what's going to be said. And here I am telling you straight up that this awakening for you, your life will never be the same. It can't be the same. It will never be the same. It can't be the same. I had to say that twice. You will never be able to go back. You will never be able to look at these sideways friends again. And you're going to see them. You're going to see them. And they're going to be doing the same raggedy stuff they was doing yesterday, last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And they're going to be doing the same raggedy stuff next decade. Meanwhile, you've changed lives. You've changed your life. And you changed the lives that have come after you. You spreading the word for real. That you don't have to stay in this stagnant, just blind space. Listen, my gosh, with the ace of wands at the bottom. This is beyond a new day. This is beyond a new beginning. It's beyond that. Because you had the clarity of God with you now. I got to stop yelling, y'all. I feel like I be yelling at the top of my lungs. My head be hurting after this sometimes. I just be wanting to just put it into your spirit that whether you at the beginning of this journey, you in the middle of this journey, or you smack dab at the end of this journey, it is still your journey. It is still given to you by God. And can't nobody take what it is that you worked hard for, whether they try to tempt you or not, whether they try to take your dream or not, whether they try to find, what my grandmother say, this man-made light from hell, trying to look up at you, trying to find the stars while putting false lights on it. Can't even see you. It's your journey. And it's okay if you get a little bit lost. You're going to find your way back. It's okay if you cry. You can dry your tears. It's okay if you fall. You can pick yourself back up. It's okay if you need to phone a friend. The real one's going to be there. And if you don't have a friend to phone, email me, cashyoungcrowd@gmail.com. Okay? And I ain't never say it's going to be easy. I'm just saying this is where you are. And some of y'all have completed this entire cycle and about to go into a whole new awakening. Dang, the awakenings never stop. They never stop. You're gonna just keep going. You're just gonna keep going. You supposed to. What? 8 of Pentacles. You supposed to. And don't let nobody shame you for getting your money while you doing it. Don't ever let somebody shame you. But also, don't forget the poor walked among Jesus. Okay? Okay? Just saying. Look, the Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles. Girl, I don't even know what card just fell. And I ain't supposed to see it. The Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles, some of y'all have built new lives. Some of y'all are seeing the fruits of your labor. A lot of y'all are manifesting right now. Seeing your manifestation. Some of y'all are seeing your manifestations coming up right before your very eyes. Some of y'all are getting the confirmation right now. Some of y'all getting confirmation right now. Like, Dad, Cash, you know what? You're right. You're right. My goodness, y'all. Woo. You all right, Coco? Just checking on Coco. Oh, my goodness. God, can you please just give us a few cards of word? Look, confidence coming out in absolute. The absolute confidence of my message is real. Let it ring. Keep their heads ringing. Ring, ding, don't listen. Don't get me started, y'all. Absolute. Free from imperfection. There is no imperfect point in my conversation, and there's no imperfection in your God-given purpose. Tap in. It is perfect. Few more words, God, before I dip up out of here. I think my sister about to go live. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. Wisdom. Quick victory. Oh, my goodness. Quick victory, wisdom, and release. Oh, God, help them release it. The ability to discern inequalities in relationships. And I'm telling you, didn't I just tell you, a lot of y'all going to start feeling a bit defensive around these clowns and fools and dances for the devil. Then dance come out somewhere, dances for the devil. A lot of y'all going to feel defensive. But because of your faith, because of your confidence, because of your prayers, because you know who is backing you, the wisdom, the understanding, the clarity is going to be quick when you're around these types of demons. And then to release, to set free from restraint through confidence and absolute, through service. Listen, a lot of y'all are going to find yourselves volunteering more than you ever thought before. Oh my goodness. I love this. I love that volunteerism came out because listen, a lot of y'all been wanting to figure out a way to give back and you feel like you're too busy. You feel like you don't have enough time. It's not enough money. Listen, I think volunteer.org is still available. Go on there. Some volunteer positions you could do through text message. Okay. Look, genius in question. My God. My God, an attendant spirit of a person or place. Oh my gosh. And to question what? Subject to analysis. You absolutely correct. Everything should be subject to analysis. Tap in. There should be no reason. This just flew out my hands. There should be no reason that you cannot find the answer that you need. There should be no reason. No one is going to question the genius of your next move. Why? Because the genius that's leading this journey is God. Like who gonna stop me, huh? Who gonna stop me? What the girl say, Cherie said, who gonna check me, boo? Nobody. Especially because I said at the beginning of this that you seek the answers. When you seek the answers, you're gonna find them. Tap in. Few more words, God, before I dip up out of here. My goodness. Ooh, y'all. All right. Come through. Faith. Oh my gosh. Cars just tipping over. Faith. Spirit. Say it again. And favor. Oh my girl. Faith, favor, and spirit. Who said you ain't blessed and highly favored? Who said you ain't blessed and highly favored in the spirit? When I said legacy, what I said at the very beginning, what I've been saying this whole time through, I have literally been telling you that you are in divine righteousness, on your divine path to inheriting what is yours and creating a new legacy for a new generation so that they don't have to clean up the mess that was left behind by the ancestors. And I can't always say it's the ancestors' fault for doing that. They did what they could at the time with the tools that they had. But you You living in a world where everything is it's at the tip of your fingers. You don't have to wait anymore. You're not restricted. Oh my gosh. You are allegiance. Oh my gosh. You are loyal to God. A supernatural being or essence, a being that is bodiless but can become visible. It becomes visible through your work. It becomes visible through your work. Tap in. None of this is just for you. It's so easy to be selfish. It is so easy to be selfish. That's why these fools over here with their addiction, with their half-ass friendship, with them thinking they know everything, they are selfish. It's easy to do. That's the easy way out. Oh, I'm only going to worry about me. But in times of defeat, times of tragedy, times of where people are in need of love, of support. We look at all the wickedness that's happening today. Look at all the fires that happened in California. Guess what happened? People came together because it was a time of need. Look what happened during September 11th, 2001. People came together. If you think for a second that when it is your time of need during this next level, yes, it's going to get a little bit quiet, but I'm telling you, when you get rid of this nastiness, it's going to be people that wait for you. Mark my words. Just because your inner journey can get lonely, don't mean there ain't other people on the other side waiting for you. Hey, I'm there. You can ask anybody. You can ask my sister, Mermaid Prophetess, and I'm name dropping her. I don't care. You can ask her. I shows up. Sometimes I surprise her. I just hop on a plane. Boom, bitch, I'm here. What's up? What you need? Tell me what to do. It ain't never been a problem for me. That's my purpose in life. That's what I do. That's what God has given me to show up for you as you go through your journey. So when it's time for people to show up for you, they there. And vice versa. When it's time for you to show up, you are there. But you are so high level discernment that you're not going to just give your love and your gifts away. And I love that for you. I'm going to pull a few more cards. I'm really going to get up out of here, okay? Woo-wee. Y'all, I'm burning up. This message was heated. My goodness. Y'all, this is the card of the night. I'll make sure I take a picture of this card. This is the card of the night. This 5 of Wands. Oh, my goodness. Woo, that just took me all the way out. Just a few more. What just flipped over, guys? Yes. 8 of Swords. I literally just said, we came out with the 8 of Swords earlier. Boom, right there. Now it means solutions, having courage, understanding where you are. Knight of Feathers. Oh, y'all know the Knight of Feathers is my favorite. That's the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords don't give a damn because we cut through. There's nothing else to be said. This is focus. This is action. Why? Because action speaks louder than words. Oh, my gosh. Come on, God. What's your last final message? 10 of Cups and the 6 of Crystals, the 6 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, your well-being, blessings, gratitude, and synergy. That means you're in alignment. That means this is full-blown alignment. Oh my gosh. And productivity. You're moving. You're moving. This whole journey is a flow. It almost feels like a sun salutation flow. It almost feels like you just getting in the car on a bright sunny day with no particular destination in mind, but you know where you're going. Tap in. Tap in. This is just this beautiful flow about you. I love this. I love everything about this. God. Whew. Wipe this off my forehead, y'all. Now listen, I'm supposed to be going to dinner with my husband. I don't know. I might just tell him to order out. I need to go take a nap after this work. My God, I love this for you, friend. Okay, I love this for you, y'all. Listen. If you are new here, hey, welcome. My name is Cass Young Crown. I'm an intuitive speaker, a spiritual motivationalist, and sometimes I use cards to get a channel message to you. Okay. I love, love, love speaking life into you because it is a superpower that God has given to me. I understand the struggles. I go through spiritual warfare. Sometimes I've come out a little bit bruised up, sometimes beat up, but I've always come out a winner. And I understand that as high level energy beings, that it takes someone strong to hold someone strong. And I got your back. Visit CassYoung.com and see what I got lined up for services, including custom ritual designs. You can get an intuitive tarot reading as well. And I also have one-on-one services. I'm so glad that you guys have come and kicked it with me. Please don't forget to love yourself more than you love anyone else. Why? Because it's always team you. You cannot pour into somebody else's cup until you are overflowing. And with that, I say I love you. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. Thank you. Love, love, love. Bye.